Hey guys, Eric here from Top Guns in Terre Haute, Indiana. On today's episode of Range Talk, I want to do something a little bit different. This is a project of my own that I've been waiting to get back for going on 3 months now. This particular revolver started life as a 4-inch Model 66, obviously a Smith & Wesson. What I did was I came up with a list of things I wanted done to this gun, and I sent it over to TK Custom at Thomasboro, Illinois. Most of you know that's Tom Kielhofer's outfit. These guys are outstanding gunsmiths over there. What I did was I sent them over with some ideas for what I consider to be the ultimate carry revolver. They do a fantastic job. Like I said, 2 or 3 month turnaround time, which I didn't think was bad at all. They worked me in when they could. Workmanship is absolutely second to none. I'm going to go over some of the finer points on what they did to the revolver and explain to you why I had them do what they did. Guys, the first thing that TK Custom did was they turned this revolver from a square butt grip into a round butt. As most of you know, that knocks down the mass on the revolver and it doesn't print so much underneath your shirt when you're carrying the revolver concealed. Next thing we had them do was to bob the hammer. Most of you guys that carry a revolver concealed carry style realize that the spur on the hammer here, that is an absolute snag point when you're drawing a revolver from concealment. So what we did here was they just bobbed this. It's not quite flat, but pretty close. No more snags. Guys, the sights took a lot of work for them to get this right. The rear sight is from cylinder and slide. Kielhofer's drilled and tapped to mount this rear sight. Now the front sight is one of the coolest things about this revolver. As you see, it's got wings on the side here. We went with a high vis front sight. These can be a little bit prone to break if it's bumped or dropped, whatever the case may be. So these wings on each side really protect this fiber optic sight. Now, this wasn't something that you can order. Kielhofer's totally made this front sight mount for me in-house. They did a fantastic job. Guys, I want to take a minute to throw out a special thanks to Mark Tennell. Mark's a friend of mine. He's been working over at Kielhofer's for a while now. Mark went the extra mile to engineer and machine this front sight, this winged assembly in-house. Mark's one of those guys, if somebody tells him it can't be done, he's going to figure out a way to do it. And as you can see, he absolutely went above and beyond on this particular project. Thanks, Mark. It's appreciated. Next up on the list, they cut the cylinder to accept moon clips. So as you know, the guys that run moon clips, that is a piece of spring steel that holds 6 rounds, and you drop the whole assembly in and it sets flush with the rear of the cylinder face. They also chamfered the cylinders, which makes for a smoother reload. On the other end of the revolver, they chamfered the revolver face, which makes for an easier reholster. Just a really cool piece of machine work that they did on the cylinder. Once again, going above and beyond. As I said earlier, this gun started life as a 4-inch revolver. So what they did was, at my request, they cut the barrel down to 3 inches, slab-sided, meaning made the sides of the barrel flat, and they also did these inlets in here to take out the Smith & Wesson printing on the side. Just very cool as far as the aesthetics of this gun. If you pay attention to the front of the barrel here, you'll see that it has a target crown on it, something you don't see very often, especially on a carry revolver. One of the things that they included in with the price that they quoted me was a one color on the frame Cerakote job. So as you can see, I chose to go with OD green, and then what we did was we did all the smaller pieces in a black with the black grips. Gives it a fantastic contrast. I get a lot of compliments on the finish work on this gun. Once again, it is Cerakote. Folks, one of the last things they did on this revolver was a complete action and trigger job. Those of you who have had guns done by Kielhofer's know that their trigger jobs are just ultra smooth. One of my requests was not to go too light on the trigger. I believe this trigger breaks at about 4.5 pounds. I think that's just about the right weight for a carry gun. Once again, didn't want anything too light given the fact that I do plan on carrying this gun. Guys, I can't tell you how impressed I am with the work that was done at TK Custom on this particular gun of mine. They've done a lot of work for me in the past. I highly recommend sending your guns to them for any kind of gunsmithing work, trigger jobs. Once again, these guys are top shelf when it comes to this kind of work. Call over there, ask for Eli. He's running the place now. Tom's retired. Tell him I sent you. They'll help you out.